Production value.
That's what we're doing.
Charlie Sheen. Charlie the Sheen. Charlie Brown. There's already Rich Brown. Meguca. Peckham left though. Cless about to mop. Damn. Alright. Alright, getting into game number 1 here. My name's Peter the Puff. I'm joined by Vance. Getting into a little bit of a, what is this, winter PR classic? Well, Charlie versus Cless happening a lot.
Spring, I would say.
Spring.
And now it's now spring.
Yeah, spring. So, not getting into it. Meguca sporting the, okay, Charlie sporting the Byleth, was trying to play Robin a little bit in bracket, but self-admittedly not good enough, so we're going to get some Byleth action versus Cless in the course. Okay, already starting off pretty strong here. Those reversals from Byleth are going to be very important against Cless. If Charlie can kind of get a hold on where Cless wants to jump in and get some aggression, a lot of these moves will be good at stepping out, setting up into really bad mid-guard situations for Cless. If the upper tries to go for an up B after that, good from Cless, her box shift there. Already looking pretty good for Charlie, pushing some aggression, charging up that down smash, trying to break the shield there. It's actually really hard to punish that out of shield. A lot of shield stun on that move, a lot more than a lot of people give him credit for. And Charlie landing with the arrow there, a very great option to give himself some room in the corner as well.
Yeah, it was changed quite a few times. Unfortunately, yeah, Cless is going to reach out, knowing that Meguca is kind of one for the skate. When you have your opponent in the corner, you know that their options are pretty much needed, so you have to look over those.
Yeah, that was crazy from Cless. One of the things that I always applaud Cless on is his ability to air-to-air. I think he's one of the best air-to-airs in the FGC characters in general, and I think against a character like Byleth, it's going to be a lot harder to do that, but if Charlie tries to commit, or Meguca tries to commit to those nairs, and a lot of those less safe moves, those air-to-airs are going to be very important. But that forward air will swat away that power dunk attempt from Cless, which kind of struggle to recover from the high angle there.
I think for Cless, what he's looking for is to catch him landing, and that's what he's kind of made of. He knows, like, he sees Phil not actively there, but he's able to use micro space to actually punish Charlie, which is good. I mean, when you find a character that's really adept at zoning you that way, you want to catch them at one point where they're weak. Showcast his weakness. Most of the sword characters have a lot of weakness in line, so it's good on Cless to kind of demonstrate, like, okay, I know he can't get this game away from me, but I know how to catch him when he lands.
Exactly, and I think that's something we're going to see a lot more, especially when the stages do change in a matchup like this, but that up be able to punish them. Usually, like Cless will do it, he'll space that down B off of a auto-cancel window, so they'll hit those shields, auto-cancel plus on block, but Charlie able to punish off of it, but not there. Cless able to get it with the power dunk, and as you said, covering those landings very well, very important against the sword character. They do struggle to throw out a safe landing hitbox. Nair looks safe, but not against crack shoot that can cover, cross stage.
I do like that Cless will go for that cover power dunk just because of the way he actually basically land with no lag and then punish Charlie to see if he's going to be in the air. Because he wanted to see how Charlie was going to react.
Yeah, that was really good there. Able to get the Nair air-to-air there, landing with some buttons. Cless now in the corner versus Charlie. A spot you definitely don't want to be in. Going for a down smash on a tempo check. Cless able to jump away from that. But the power geyser not enough to kill at 111 after the hit, but sending it to a really bad spot.
Yeah, good for Cless to have really good awareness of where he has to be on the stage too. But unfortunately, on that recovery, forward it will actually be enough to reset rate.
That was really smart. Able to punish the crouch cancel. Crouch cancel does reduce your knockback, but sends up some pretty suspect angles off of that down DI. So a very good setup for Charlie to get a forward air swat off stage. A spot you want to be in versus Terry if they're trying to recover horizontally, but not horizontally in that corner pressure. Cless able to get the stock with that down tilt into side.
That was good corner pressure. The way that down tilt's able to low profile for Terry. So if he tries to forward air him there, he'll be actually low enough, and they can still punish Charlie afterwards. It's a 2-for-1 special on that one, and pretty much able to take care of it.
Yeah, Cless playing very proficient there. Covering those landings, as you said, is going to be so important. A lot of times, Byleth get away with landing for free, but Cless is going to definitely make that a lot harder, especially with those zone breakers that Terry's going to be good at getting.
It was good for Cless to kind of like also be able to, I wouldn't say microspace himself around Charlie, just because he was looking to see how things like forward air would work, so he goes for the down tilt in that situation. It's you have to pay attention to a lot of things that your opponent does have against you with the character, and also what you can do from it. And the one thing I do like from Cless is he also looks to microspace himself away from nothing Charlie, so that he's also able to still catch those landings, but also reap the better reward. That's how he was able to get that down tilt into the immediate Not power dunk. I'm so sorry.
Burn knuckle.
Burn knuckle. There you go.
And yeah, I mean, looking really great so far. And of course, Meguca trying to mix up the way that the approach seems to be super important. I think what's troubling the matchup so far has been these air-to-air situations and but an unfortunate SC had a really smart idea with that raw nair off stage. I haven't seen a Byleth edge guard that way, but unfortunately, fighting off a little bit more than he can chew. Charlie SDing there, no double jump. But Cless now with the stock lead is going to be looking to take those trades, get that aggressive, because once 100% comes, that go meter will come online, and your trades are looking a lot better.
I mean, I guess the character you kind of want to safely jump all the time, specifically the FCC character, so it's really good for Cless to just use that air dash there.
DI mix up.
That was good, but also up air just has such a wide arc.
Yeah.
That like, if you're DI in or you're DI out, or even no DI, you will be caught. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, you can get some pretty nasty frame traps as well. Choosing to land with these nairs a lot. That's something he's looking out for to shark out. Spacing well around that nair, but not only that, but also a burst option. A lot of Byleth players want to land with a button and then try to get a burst option out to kind of swatch you away for going for a punish. But that crack shoot is something so difficult to deal with, especially for a lot of characters with a little bit slower frame data, but a range.
Yeah, that's what Cless is kind of been a for every time, as you can see in the small spacing. Even on Cless's landings, I do like that he almost gets that dash right there, specifically because he wants to catch Charlie right before the neutral air. Good patience. At this point, he has to wait for Charlie to make the move. Oh, so that was good because he caught the tech roll in.
Yeah.
Which you don't want to tech roll out. But in that situation, just going for a normal tackle would have been fine.
Oh, falling out of that jab rising tackle. A not true confirmed. Charlie has really great SCI as well. And that's going to be able to get a stock out off of that. I wasn't expecting to see a drop from Cless, especially this late into the bracket, but you know, sometimes your confirms just don't work out the way you want, but that dash attack will. Great timing from Cless, and now that's something that you have to keep in the back of the mind. They can cover that normal getup with that dash attack, which is just another step to get off the ledge versus a character with auto turnaround. Goes for the up air tech chase on the platform, doesn't find it. Cless now trying to shark at a landing, but Charlie able to pull up the shield in time. Good DI from Cless to avoid the backer, but doesn't avoid that on the tech roll in. Goes for another forward air, not finding it, but man, that forward air to grab is going to be scary as well.
So winner's quarter, so pretty much Cless on the verge of a, I wouldn't say, but I would say a pretty strong looking.
Technically, under this seeding, it is an upset, but you know, of course.
You gotta give them that for a while.
Yeah.
The first night back isn't that was good shit. So bad scenario there covers the jump, covers the normal, and then the only thing that he could have done possibly done is go for a roll get up. But at that situation, the way that Cless had been covering a lot of options there, he forced to cover that option. So at the end of the day, that was good for Cless. I like that he looked to just cover a lot of options and where Byleth would have normally been strong, but he always looked to have either micro spacing, look at the landing, but also mix up his opponent, especially with you saw that with down tilt, and then you saw he can change up dash attack. Dash attack has good lasting frames.